Streaming the same game or content every single day just sucks. No other words for it. It's boring, it's repetitive, and if you ever try to switch games, you lose half your viewership. If you're lucky, it's usually much worse than half. The thing is, you and almost every small streamer or creator want to be variety streamers, but you also misunderstand what variety actually means. And because of that misunderstanding, you struggle to keep viewers coming back when you change your games, and if we can't keep viewers coming back, you never grow your average viewership, and you stay small streamers. So instead, do we just stream the same thing every day and deal with it? God no, because playing one game forever, as I said, sucks worse than my vacuum cleaner when I was a curious teenager. So let's talk about what variety actually is and the best way to grow your average viewers as a variety streamer. Because you see, before I even started this YouTube channel, I managed to get over 80 average viewers as a variety streamer. How do they do that? Well, I'll tell you in a second, but first, speaking of variety, let me tell you about the best way to use a variety of different overlays, Own.tv. I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Own.tv. You guys should know about Own by now. I mention them in almost every video, and that's because they're a fantastic resource for any streamer, whether on YouTube or on Twitch. But today, I want to talk about a brand new service that they've been updating every single month, and that is Own Pro. Own Pro is a plugin for OBS that has over 600 plus overlays and alerts built into it. They can be installed into OBS with just a few clicks. You can use the link in the description right now to try it out for free and get access to a wild amount of tools and features. And then if you like it, you can upgrade it anytime. Why not go click it, check it out for zero cost. And again, a massive thank you to Own for supporting this channel as well. If it wasn't for them, we couldn't keep making these videos. So thank you so much. So your idea of variety is fundamentally wrong. You think a variety streamer plays what they want when they want. And if you're a variety streamer, you might be playing Minecraft today, but tomorrow you're streaming Call of Duty Warzone, which, is that still a game or is there a new one now? I'm old and I have a wife, I don't know anymore. But the truth is, variety doesn't mean playing different games all the time. And when I tell you to niche down, you guys think I mean playing a single game forever. And I promise you, niching isn't playing a single game forever. So yes, variety does mean you do different types of content, but as a variety streamer, you still have what I call a target audience or a key demographic, aka a specific type of person that you will make content for. I want you to think of niching down as picking a key demographic of people who enjoy the same types of content. If you can define who your audience is and what they like to watch, what content they already watch, and what games or hobbies they have, then it becomes incredibly easy to make content that would appeal to them. Most of you are gamers, so let's look at a content creator who is a gamer. Let's look at Point Crow, for example. If we ignore everything he has going for him, such as the YouTube channel and whatnot, and just focused on his content, well then we can say that he mainly plays Breath of the Wild. If we put Breath of the Wild right now in the middle as a core game, we can map out the other games that overlap and where the audience connects. So someone who likes Breath of the Wild likely enjoys other Nintendo games. They probably own a Switch, which means they probably like Mario Odyssey and probably like Pokemon. People who play these games also probably play popular indie games on that Switch as well, such as Hollow Knight. But then we have to think about how he packages that content. Point Crow mostly does challenges and speedruns, so viewers who enjoy those categories will most likely enjoy any content that he packages as challenge or a speedrun. While you might disagree with me, I actually consider Point Crow a variety streamer because he has a wide variety of content, but he is targeting a specific key demographic that enjoys Nintendo, indie, challenges, and speedrunning content. I want you watching this to comment down below what your map of content or games are going to be. What set of games all has an overlapping audience? Do they all play strategy sims and watch Smarter every day on YouTube? Or do they love anime and only play those anime games on Steam? Don't be coy, you know exactly which ones I mean. That is the actionable tip. Consider what your mind map is going to be and write it down. Even if you don't want to comment, that's okay. I just need you guys to think about this and take an action here so the video actually helps you in some way. So put it down on paper so you understand properly, roughly what the games are and how they overlap. It's not just about being consistent and targeting your niche that keep viewers coming back as well. There are lots of ways I've personally lost viewers or seen streamers lose viewers while trying to be variety. One of the big ones is just not finishing games. I know that sounds weird and this isn't always a big deal, but if you pick up a playthrough and your viewers get invested into that playthrough and then you don't finish it, sometimes viewers can feel let down or disappointed or blue-balled. It's like watching a movie but the ending never happens. You really would get blue-balled. Obviously this isn't always the case. Sometimes it's better to abandon a playthrough if nobody likes it or if you just aren't enjoying it anymore. Like if you got stuck on the same Dark Souls 3 boss for a week of streams and eventually have to give up. That would be pretty embarrassing, but it's not like that's ever happened to me or anything like that. But think about your content and just make the right choice when you feel that it's time to move on. And remember, people need a big payoff. So if you've been playing Minecraft for a few weeks, maybe blow your entire world up with TNT and let your viewers climax. Another massive mistake is switching games or content every single night or every time you go live. This is the main mistake new creators make. They stream something different every time they hit that go live button. I know I've certainly made this mistake as well, and it can be rough even if you're streaming multiple games in the same demographic. For example, Legend of Zelda one night, Mario another night, and then Pokemon another night. That's still switching too much. If you don't agree with this, that's fine, but imagine this. You like watching Survivor every single night. I don't know if that show is still on air, but let's just roll with it for now. Every night, you sit down to watch the new episode of Survivor, but it's a completely different season, different cast, but the same host. It's still what you wanted, but not the thing you really wanted. Now imagine you love watching Survivor every night and you come back, but instead, randomly on Friday night, rather than Survivor, it's MasterChef. Ew, yuck. You don't want to watch that. Delicious food is gross. I want sweaty, tired, angry white people stabbing each other in the back on a beach. That is how viewers feel when they come to your stream expecting the same consistent content, but are met with things outside of that. If your goal is growth specifically, then you need to make sure you appeal to their expectations. The actionable tip is to be as consistent as possible. Don't switch every single night. Try to plan out a week or two worth of content in your mind map and then focus on getting that done. Let viewers get invested before you bail and move on to something else, and make sure they climax. But at the end of the day, that is still technically niching down, and you guys want to be full variety. You want to be able to go live and do whatever you want, which means that your actual goal at the end of the day is to have your viewers become invested in you. That is the true definition of a variety streamer, is when you can go live and they're coming back for you, not for the game or the content you're producing. One day, you want to be able to go live with a title and a go live notification entirely focused on you and your personality, and that gets more clicks than any game or content would. But that takes a lot of time and consistency to have viewers become consistent like that. But one of the best ways I've found to slowly transition your audience from being there to see you play whatever game or make a specific type of content is with the magical world of just chatting. Once you have a small audience watching you for a specific type of content, let's say you play Animal Crossing, you'll go live as totally normal. Tell them you're playing Animal Crossing and set your category to Animal Crossing as well. This means your go live will say, hey, I'm doing the Animal Crossing content like you want. But during that stream, make chat a focus for you. Start lots of conversations and treat the stream more like 50% Animal Crossing, 50% just chatting. Set a standard of chat interaction being the main or the big focus of the stream. And then once you've done this for a little while, you'll go live as totally normal. And again, tell them that you're playing Animal Crossing. Set your category to it as well. Have the loading screen open or be sat on your island, but don't start playing the game straight away. Talk to those chatters or regulars who come in at the start. Talk about your day, talk about games, or whatever you and your audience enjoy. When that chat starts to slow down a little bit, start the gaming content and jump in like you normally would. You'll repeat this process and build a standard or routine that at the start of your streams, you do a lot of chatting. At first, this might not go perfectly. You might see a lot of low chat interaction, and that's totally fine. The goal is to build up a standard or set a routine that at the start of your streams, you do a lot of chatting and they still get to see the game and be involved in it. Eventually, you'll take the plunge and go live in the just chatting category and actually just chat to your community. If you've done the transition right, carefully, and to be honest, very, very slowly, then you'll eventually be able to have your audience rock up for you in just chatting. The actionable tip, try to make the content more than just commentating on what's happening in the game. Add your own personality into it. Anyone can sit there and commentate what's happening on screen. Very few people can be personable, engaging, strike up conversations, and make jokes with a live audience. And that's all well and good, but the dirty little secret is that most of the hard work has already been done for you. That's right, you don't have to put any effort into this whole situation. You don't even need to build your own mind map. You don't need to come up with your own variety of content that targets a key demographic or who that audience is. Big creators have already built out entire mind maps of content that worked. They've experimented and failed. They've experimented and succeeded. And all of that is easy for you to use to inform yourself about what type of content you should make. Remember how we looked at Point Crow? If you are hoping to make content just like him, well, the mind map is done. Or if you want to make content similar to someone like Ambiguous Amphibian, you can go to his channel and see survival games, The Sims, RimWorld, Zoo Tycoon, management games, and of course, packaging it as a challenge. I am not telling you to copy big creators. I repeat, I am not telling you to copy big creators. But you can see that they've found a niche or a key demographic, a target audience. They've created content that appeals to that demographic, and if you want to make that type of content or similar to it, well, you can use their channels as a way of understanding who your audience would be. The actionable tip is to pick 2 or 3 big creators that are established and create a mind map of their content, the games they chose, the style they make, and their top 10 best performing videos. You'll start to understand that they aren't just one game, they are variety. Of course, as always, this isn't the only way to grow as a streamer. These are just the ways that worked for me and others I know. This isn't meant to tell you what you have to do, but instead give you some more tools and ideas to help you grow. If you have any tips or ideas, comment them down below. I love reading them all. I'm also going to go through all of your mind maps that you comment and give you feedback. And if you want to learn more ways to grow and improve, check out this video here about how to encourage more active chatters in your stream. I'll see you guys next week.